The train station bustled, people rushed. Not Ava and James, they held hands, excited. Their journey, Europe's most beautiful train ride. Ava, a painter, saw the trip as inspiration. James, a writer, wanted adventure. Both craved shared moments away from city life. Their train, a palace on wheels, plush seats, panoramic windows, a promise of luxury and landscapes beyond compare. This wasn't just travel, it was a voyage into beauty. A whistle blew, time to board. They found their cabin, a haven. Settling in, anticipation crackled like the electricity in the air. The train lurched. They were off. Buildings gave way to fields, a green blur. Ava squeezed James's hand, her eyes shining. The adventure had begun. The first stop, hours away, Switzerland, land of mountains and myth. Ava imagined chalets and chocolate. James, the crisp air and sound of cowbells. Switzerland unfolded, green valleys dotted with wooden houses, the air crisp and clean filled their lungs. The train snaked through passes, mountains loomed, capped with snow, waterfalls plunged like tears on a giant's face. Ava sketched furiously. James wrote in his notebook, trying to capture the grandeur. Words seemed inadequate, this was beauty that had to be felt. One waterfall, more majestic than the rest, demanded attention. The train stopped. A platform offered a perfect view. The water roared, a white curtain against black rock. Mist kissed their faces, cold and invigorating. A rainbow shimmered. They stood close, speechless. The power of nature humbled them. In that moment, all that mattered was the shared experience. Section 5, into the Emerald Isle. Switzerland faded behind. Next, the Irish countryside. Rolling hills, a patchwork of greens and browns. Sheep dotted the landscape. The air, damp and earthy, smelled of life itself. Stone walls snaked across the hills, marking unseen boundaries. A sense of history permeated everything. Ava imagined ancient Celts roaming these lands. James thought of epic tales and forgotten battles. Ireland whispered stories on the wind. Section 6, a river runs through it. The River Shannon, Ireland's lifeblood, came into view. Wide and majestic, it flowed with a quiet power. Small boats bobbed on its surface. They watched fishermen cast their lines, hoping for a catch. Birds soared overhead, their cries echoing across the water. Life moved at a different pace here. James slipped his arm around Ava. She leaned into him, her head on his shoulder. The river's tranquility flowed into them, calming their souls. Section 7, Alpine Majesty. The Alps appeared again, this time from the Austrian side. Snow-capped peaks pierced the sky, sharp and forbidding. The train climbed higher, hugging the mountainside. Tunnels swallowed them, only to spit them out into more breathtaking vistas. Ava held her breath, awestruck. The world seemed to stretch forever. This was nature at its most raw and powerful. Section 8, Love on the Rails. As the days passed, the train became their world. They dined on gourmet meals, each bite an explosion of flavor. Evenings were spent in the lounge car, sipping wine and listening to live music. They shared stories, laughed, and fell deeper in love. The train rocked them gently. The rhythm of the journey became the rhythm of their hearts, beating in unison. Section 9, Memories Made. Too soon, the journey neared its end. They stood on the platform, hand in hand, watching the train disappear. A bittersweet feeling settled upon them. They had witnessed nature's majesty, experienced new cultures, and deepened their bond. The memories would last a lifetime. As they walked away, Ava turned to James, her eyes sparkling. "Our next adventure?" she asked. James smiled. "Wherever the tracks may lead us."